morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1145th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that, of course, would be me. Good evening, traders. This video coming to you on Monday night for trading on Tuesday, that's March 11th, 2014. Before we get into this, we know that futures trading can be extremely risky. Futures trading can cause substantial financial loss, and futures trading is not suitable for all investors if you do not recognize that a stop is your best friend, and if you do not put stops in first, you are not a very educated trader and you will lose your shirt. Make sure you put your stops in first. Never trade without them. All right, traders, so let's get moving. What have we got on the board here? For trading on Tuesday, we've got a green omni, and hey, we'll clap for that, right? Another green omni. Traders, in last night's video, I told you that we are in an F flag. I called it. In fact, F is a four-letter word. And I said we are buying dips at the Omni Trading Academy because when you are in a formation, you've got to pay attention to that formation. So the video last night was about the F flags. They did work. We bought down on the low swing. The market went back up. It was a good idea. Not every trade is going to be a winning trade, but when you are in formations, a lot of times you get lucky because it'll bounce in and out of those lines in that formation. And that's what happened on Monday. We expect more of that on Tuesday, but I think this time we go up and we go through those flags and keep on going. I will show you those flags. I will show you why. Traders, the market seems bullish. The newspapers seem bullish all weekend long, very bullish, in fact. The daily charts look bullish. The weekly charts look bullish. You know, you've got a little problem with that DAX chart, but I've got a chart to show you, a version of the DAX chart, which may actually be helpful towards tomorrow's upward arrow that we've got, our green omni. So, traders, what do I got on the board? Right behind me, it says right here, at the Omni Trading Academy, we have many rules. One of our major rules is this. When we are in a formation, we respect that formation until it goes away. I don't care what anyone says. If you're following the Omni, we are buying dips until we come out of that formation. Plus, we've got a green Omni. It worked on Tuesday. It worked on Monday. Let's hope it will work on Tuesday. All right, traders, and as we know, this is technical analysis, right? Now, I know every call is going to be right, but I think the S&P is ready to go. I think these formations are telltale. With no further ado, let me show you why. Let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart I'm going to show you in this video is the very same chart that was in last night's video. It's the NASDAQ with this wonderful F flag. What we did on Monday is we came down to the bottom of the F flag, rallied up, and settled right at the high of the day. It held the test of the F flag once again, like every other time it's tried. And away we should go at least to the top, and I think we're going to take that top out, and you'll see why. The next chart, traders, the Russell 2000. Look at this killer parallel trend channel I've been showing you. I showed this to you in our last video. We're still in this channel, but we hit the channel on Monday, came back up and settled inside of the parameters of the F flag, inside of, after bouncing off of that support line, I say we start to head up and out of the flag. That's what it looks like comes our way for Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we've got the emini S&P. Once again, a little bit strange looking, but still an F flag. We had the inverted head and shoulders. We're getting now above the inverted head and shoulders in the form of an F flag. That's very bullish. We're inside of the flag. That's why we are respecting. We respect formations when we are inside of them. You do not look at any other form of technical analysis. You put your indicators on hold and you respect your formations. That's what a good analyst does. Traders, the Dow Jones Transportation Average dropped out of the F flag yesterday in the morning, but came all the way back up Monday and settled inside the F flag on the highs of the day practically. So that looks good. I like what we're seeing here. Then you've got the Nikkei. We go over to Japan. The Nikkei, nice bull flag on the daily. Looks to me like this is a nice little bottoming type of action. Now you've got a bull flag, so on the daily, even the Nikkei looks good. And then we've got the German DAX. Some of you in my chat room today asked me to bring the DAX chart back, so I thought I would. Traders, what we've been doing, well, what you see is happening in the stacks seems to put in these very strange looking flags, and then it goes back up and puts in another one, and then it goes up and it puts in another one, then it goes up and it puts in this one. Now this one right here, I mean, what is it? Is this some sort of a weird flag that didn't work? You know, just a little bit odd right here. But what I wanted to show you was this. It held on the line here, it held on the line here, it held on the line here, and boom, we're just about there as of Monday's close. We hit it and went back up. We're just about hit it. It held up here, it held up here. But the point is, when it goes from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom, up to the top, back to the bottom, up to the top, back to the bottom, the next move hopefully will be up to the top. I hope we get some support out of this DAX, because the DAX is about the only thing that's been weighing upon the U.S. markets. Traders, pull your own charts, do your own homework. Never accept anybody else's technical opinion unless it absolutely matches your own homework. Okay, traders, so you've seen the charts, you see my technical argument for why we've got the green Omni and why it looks like it wants to go higher. Now, we believe another rule we believe in the Omni Trading Academy is that fundamentals come out in the charts first. Reports that are going to come out in the charts first. Now, we know that doesn't always happen because today, Monday, in soybeans, the chart looked perfect, the Omni looked perfect, the report came out and stopped us out. So it doesn't always work. But I will tell you this, most of the times I've stood in front of you and I've done 1,145 videos, most of the times I've stood in front of you and said that the analysis is going to come out in the charts. It has been right. So sometimes it doesn't work. That brings me to tomorrow. Traders, I showed you I showed you the technicals behind the green Omni, right? Some fundamentals just to show you that the charts are not pointing in a crazy direction. Over the weekend, I love to read the newspapers. I go through Wall Street Journal, Investors Business Daily, Barron's, you name it. If it's out there, the Financial Times, the New York Times, the news, I go through all of it. I read stacks of papers, and I just want to see what the street thinks. Are they bullish? Are they bearish? Are they skittish? It kind of helps me see a better picture in the chart. Now, we only use short technical information for our trades, but it's nice to see when the fundamentals back it up. So this weekend, reading in Wall Street Journal, here's an article that I read with Ben Bernanke's face beautifully posted right next to the article, and here's what it says. In 2013, investors put $172 billion in the U.S. stock and mutual funds along with ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. They have put more money in 2013 than all the money withdrawn from our markets from the crash of 2008 all the way to 2012. In the last year, we have added more billions into our stock market than all the money that was pulled out during the crash. How about that? Lipper, who gave us this information, Lipper says this year alone, $24 billion has already been added. That was of Wednesday last week. So there are fundamentals that say the big funds out there are absolutely betting on the U.S. The charts are telling you with these F flags and bull flags that the charts are betting on the U.S. I say no matter what happens short term, we continue going higher. For tomorrow, we've got a green Omni. We expect to break out of those flags, traders. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. Make sure you come on down and join me. I'm in a chat room. I keep my camera on most of the time with a live microphone, and I'm there to help teach you the art of technical analysis. Join me at livewithoscar.com. All right, traders, always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, and the F flags are going to take us higher on Tuesday. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.